I wrote a book about Apollo 8. Apollo 8 launched at the end of 1968, one of the bloodiest years in modern human history. There was the Bobby Kennedy assassination, the Martin Luther King assassination, the Vietnam War. It was one of the worst years of the Vietnam War. There were riots in the cities. The Earth was a mess. And then at the end of 1968, the Apollo 8 crew went out to the moon, became the first crew to orbit the moon. They were initially going to do just a whip around the far side, the way Apollo 8 did. And NASA decided, Gene Kranz decided, we have to go into lunar orbit eventually. If we are out there, we may as well test our engine, and we may as well test our systems and ensure that we can do it. So they went out to the moon. They launched. This was another serendipitous calendar moment. They launched on December 21st, 1968, which meant they were orbiting the moon on Christmas Eve, 1968. Right. And on that Christmas Eve at 9 o'clock East Coast time, they had a live broadcast to Earth. They turned the camera outside the window so you could see the moon rolling by beneath them. Each of the three astronauts described what the experience was like for them. And then they ended with a reading from Genesis. And right. Frank Borman ended that reading from Genesis saying, and from the crew of Apollo 8, we wish you good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth. And unless you had absolutely no soul, you teared up at that moment. You couldn't.
I've got goosebumps right now.
It was extraordinary. And you didn't have to be a religious person. You just had to know that here were these three guys who had redeemed 1968. And of all the cards and letters they got when they came home, they said the one that meant the most to them was from one person who wrote and said, "Thank you, you saved 1968."